Good morning, guys. Hope you're all doing well. I wanted to quickly jump on just to talk about goal setting. So, last week I mentioned that I find January a really kind of honestly disturbing time for me. I find it just too much. People are straight up telling you left, right, and centre, or what they're going to achieve this year and everything like that. Or, I went for a run, I did this, I did that. And it just feels like there's so much noise. And for me personally, I've always been quite a quiet person when it comes to setting goals. And I think that's because I hold myself accountable to those goals. I don't necessarily need somebody in my network to hold me accountable to those goals. And so I always find it like a bit all encompassing and swamping when people are telling you left, right, and centre like what they're going to do. And it makes you kind of question whether what you're setting out to do is enough, or is it the right thing. So I wanted to give you some tips just around goal setting, and I hope it helps, because this can be things that you can do as a team at work, but it also can be things you can do for yourself. I always go back to this, it's values. So what are your values? Like, what type of person do you want to become, even if you're not that person now? And then that feeds into all of the different achievements or goals that you're going to focus on. And when we talk about goals, you obviously have different types of goals. They can be outcome based, or they can just be like, I'm going to show up every day and do X, Y, Z. And those are more sort of like process related goals, but all of them have their place. And I think sometimes if you set an outcome goal, sometimes you can be disappointed because you might not necessarily hit that outcome, and therefore you think you failed. Whereas if you say to yourself, I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week, and you go 3 times a week, that's an easier target to hit in a way of just obtaining it, i.e. going 3 days a week. So that process goal might come in more handy. Your values obviously set off your actions that you decide to do, and your actions then make your thoughts, and your thoughts then make a change to the way you feel, and they happen in that order. So values, thoughts, and then feelings. They can't come in any other way. So if you, for example, decided that this year you're going to be a more positive person, then you need to think about the actions that are going to make you get to that point, the thoughts that you need to have, who you're going to surround yourself with, what environment you're going to be in, and then the feelings will come as the third part. So lots to do. Everyone has different ways of setting out their goals. Some people type it into a spreadsheet. Some people write a journal. Some people do like a visual mind map. I like that myself. Some people do a actual vision board as well for the next 12 months. But I also think it's important to not go beyond 12 months, because as you change over those 12 months, you're going to basically be able to achieve more things. So if you say at the start of the year, in 5 years I'm going to be doing this, you could actually be limiting yourself. Whereas if you just take them in increments of a year, how you improve yourself over that year can mean that by next year you could be setting a much bigger target. So as an example, when I started running, I didn't think ever that I would be able to run a half marathon. So if I would have set my 5-year plan, that would have never been in it, let alone all the other races that I went on to do and all the other achievements. So just as an example. So hope it helps. And the other thing to say is that if you don't want to do anything in January, like set goals or whatever, that's absolutely fine as well. Don't feel pressure. Remember, it's following your values. So if your values are you want to just be present and just let life happen, then why would you set goals? Because it would be counter to what your values are. So hope it helps. I had the whole weekend to sit down and put pen to paper of like what I want to achieve over the next year. And obviously it's harder for me this year because I've now got a business as well. So it's like, well, not only is it my personal goals, my relationship goals, my fitness goals, but it's also like, what do I want to achieve in terms of my business as well, which is like a massive, exciting, but also, I don't know, because it's all new for me. So I hope you guys are having a good start to the year. If you've committed to some sort of like goals already, I hope you're sticking with them. And remember that Rome wasn't built in a day. So if you miss one session that you signed up to do, or you fail on one of those goals, it doesn't mean that that's it forever. It just means you've got to do it tomorrow. So or today if you've got the time. All right, guys, listen, wishing you awesome week. If you need any help in terms of goal setting or value setting, either professionally in your work capacity or personally, reach out. I'm sure I can help. Thanks very much and have a good week.